Hi everybody, I'm Shell.
Denise.
And we're here with Rootsbound today. We're talking about clean living and using essential oils to help you with the clean living aspect of your ditch and switch. If you have not watched my clean living video yet, I highly recommend that you do. Essential oils are part of the toolbox that you're going to need for clean living in your home. And so I talk a lot about that in that clean living video, and I even have a free coupon to get the guide downloaded into your computer for free. So definitely check that out. But if you've already watched that and you're ready to get started with essential oils, this video is going to talk to you about how to use them. So there's 3 ways to use them. We call it aromatic, topical, or internal. So I want to start with internal because this one really gets people going, and so I just want to squash this right from the beginning. This is a very controversial subject about internally taking essential oils. There are a lot of people out there who say don't do it, it's dangerous, and I agree, it is dangerous. So it's extremely important that your oils be pure if you're going to ingest them. We have a whole video on how to find out if the essential oil company that you're using has pure oils. Highly recommend that you watch that before you ever take an oil internally. It's an unregulated market, and basically people can put whatever they want in that bottle of oil as long as it has like 15% essential oil in it. They can put a stamp on it that says pure. So very, very important. Also make sure that the company that you choose uses a distillation process that's safe for eating, safe for ingesting internally. It'll say it. So check out and research the company and make sure that it uses the right process. We both use Young Living oils. This is because Young Living has their own farms, their own partnership farms. They're in charge from the minute the seed goes into the soil till the time it comes out and gets put into the bottle. Their distillation process is the French model, and the French model does ingest oils safely. So very, very important, you guys, that you make sure that the company that you choose has pure oils and uses the right distillation process to safely ingest the oils.
They have a complete line of vitality oils that are specifically designed for ingestion.
Yes.
So just a FYI that one.
Yeah.
So you just know that it's safe. Don't even have to think twice about it.
The FDA requires that if you're going to produce an oil that's safe to eat, that you put a label on it that says can be used internally. So, and some people call that food grade, but you don't have to have a food grade oil to put a food grade stamp on it. But you do have to have a food grade oil to put you can internally ingest this on it, if that makes sense. So if it doesn't, you can message me later and I'll explain it to you in more detail than you could ever imagine, because I love research. So internal, this is controversial, but again, pure oils, it's fine. Distillation process for internal, that's fine. If you do internally take in essential oils, less is more is really important. You guys, essential oils are highly concentrated. It's 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 26 cups of peppermint tea. So be super careful with it. Less is more. We don't want to overtax our bodies in trying to deal with a concentrated oil in them. So sometimes even what I'll do is I'll take a toothpick and I'll dip that in the bottle, and then I'll use that to stir into my food or my tea if I'm going to have a little peppermint in my tea. So just make sure that you're not overdoing it on your oils, because you don't want to overtax your body, okay?
And you can, ingesting, you can put it on your tongue or in your tongue or under your tongue. You could put them in capsules and take it that way, or you can cook with it. Just make sure that you don't get the, put the oil in after you cook. Don't cook with the oil. Right?
The reason for that is you don't want to heat up an oil above 110 degrees or it loses its health benefits. So you still get the flavor. If you add it to your spaghetti sauce, you know, some oregano to your spaghetti sauce, you're still going to get the flavor, but you're not going to get the health benefits.
Yes.
And that's okay, but oregano has a lot of immune supporting health benefits.
Absolutely,
so,
yes.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to get the health benefits? So let the sauce cool off in that a little bit. 110 is still plenty warm. and then add your oregano.
Or your tea. Put it in
your tea after your water has cooled off. So these, it's just, that's kind of a safety tip there, but also if you want the health benefits. So, but yeah, just remember that less is more. If you do put it on your tongue and it burns, that's kind of a common thing because it's a membrane thing. We have a whole video on safety and purity, so watch that video and learn how to safely use it if you're putting it inside your body. But your body does get used to it. Like when I first started putting peppermint on my tongue, it burned pretty bad, but now my body's used to it and it doesn't even bother me.
I could like blow,
right?
And you can just see the peppermint coming out of my body.
In here, like ah! But once I got used to it, no problem. So your body just adapts. So internally is the first way we like to talk about. Topically is the next way. So that means putting it onto your skin. So it takes a couple of minutes for the oil to be effective, where you'll feel it in the area. And then it takes about 20 minutes for it to reach every cell in your body. 60% of what you put on your skin is absorbed. So when you put this oil onto your skin, it is getting in there. A lot of times when you put it on ultra absorbent areas like the bottom of your feet or underneath your armpits or behind your knees, the crook of your elbow, any thin skin area, especially behind the ears, it's going to get in pretty quickly and you can actually taste it on your tongue after a few minutes.
Taste everything.
Yeah, so it is getting in there, I promise. So it's why you need to be super careful with it. If you get a burning sensation when you apply it to your skin, again, dilute that with some oil. Don't put water on it. Use oil, like a fatty oil, like olive or coconut oil or something like that. Right. And just try one drop. Just one drop at first. And if you feel like after 20 minutes it's not affecting you, then reapply another drop. But you don't want, oils are expensive. You don't want to waste 3 or 4 drops if you only need one. So less is more, always, always, always when it comes to oils. If after, you put it on, one drop doesn't work, so you do it again in 20 minutes, doesn't work, do it again in 20 minutes, finally works. Now you know that you need 2 or 3 drops of that oil for it to work in the future. So it's a little bit of a learning curve at first. Once you get it down, you're not going to have any issue with it. So if you have, say, some soreness in your arm because you worked out too hard the day before, you can put the oil directly into that area. If you want it to go farther, say it's your whole arm, you can first apply some coconut oil down and then put the 1 drop over the top of that and get it over the whole area. But if it's a particularly stinky oil that you don't want to smell and you want to help with soreness, you can put that on the bottom of your feet where it's super absorbent and it will reach those muscles within 20 minutes, okay? So you do not have to put it directly onto the area that you're trying to fix, but it does help you feel the relief from it sooner.
Feels good.
Okay, yeah, it does, it's very soothing. So a lot of people talk about the points on the foot. You can specifically hone in your area of the foot if you want to apply an oil. If you're trying to get things that are up in your head, you would do more at the base of your toes. If you're trying to work your chest, you do that more on the area just below the toes, and the groin area would be the arch of your foot, and then maybe but you know what I do is I just put the oil all over my foot. And then everywhere is getting it, and I'm getting those most important points. People are really big on the pressure points, me not so much, because I know that my body is going to absorb it regardless of where I put it, and it's eventually going to get to that spot I need it to get in. So, if you're really into the VitaFlex points, cool, but if you don't and you don't care, then just put it all over your foot.
And then there's also the raindrop down your spine too.
Yeah, a lot of people are really into the
totally into that. So if you were interested in that, just look it up. There's tons of videos out there that will teach you how to do the raindrop method. Yes, I can talk.
I know you can. Let's see, did we miss anything on topical?
No, we talked about the oil.
I do want to add the photosensitive oils. We probably should have added this in the safety video.
We didn't. Yes.
That's okay.
Okay. Disclaimer later.
Yeah, maybe I'll add it in later. Okay, sorry guys. I know we're pretty casual on these videos, so I apologize if we digress for a second. But Photosensitivity is very important. Basically what it means is if you're using an oil that's photosensitive, your skin is gonna more likely burn in the sun. So you wanna make sure if you're using a citrus oil, those are your photosensitive oils. Citrus oils, you need to have at least 12 hours to 24 hours delay before going out into the sun after using one of those oils. That is not the case if you're ingesting it or putting it on an area of your skin where you're not going to be exposed to the sun. This is only in the areas where you're going to be exposed to the sun. So if you need a little citrus oil because you're having a down day, and citrus oils are really great for boosting your mood, you can put that in an area that's not going to see the sun and still get the same effects, okay, without burning your skin. So this is just, if you're putting something on your arm and your arm's going to be exposed to the sun, avoid the citrus oils. And that includes oils that don't seem like citrus, like bergamot. So look up those oils that are photosensitive and avoid those if you're going to be in the sun. Okay, so the third way to use essential oils is aromatically. This is the most common one that people attribute essential oils to, because you get a massage and they use essential oils and blah, blah, blah. So it's such an aromatic experience.
Yes.
It is a wonderful way to get your oils. It makes your room smell great. It gets in through your nose, which goes into your brain. It is the only way to break that blood-brain barrier and get into your body and into your brain. So if you are having an emotional issue that you are hoping that the essential oils will help you with, you're going to want to smell it, because the way to reach your brain the best is through your nose. Okay, so aromatic is very, very important. And this is a great place to ditch out those things that you plug into your wall that, use synthetic fragrances. They use formaldehydes and things like that. The scented candles, anything like that that's scented.
Things too. Those are
And even if they're calling it an essential oil, look up the company that they get the essential oil from and make sure that that company is third-party testing their oils so that they're pure. Because it doesn't do any good to ditch your scented candles with scented plugins that are using essential oils that are toxic.
Yes.
So make sure you do your research on that, because again, this is an area, a slippery slope. We like to use diffusers. Diffusers are very common these days for essential oils. You can find them at stores. You can buy them from Young Living. They're a really great thing to have in your home. Put your essential oil in this diffuser. You put a little warm or cold water in there, put the oil on top, and it evaporates into your room and puts that oil into your room. And not only does it make your house smell awesome, but it also makes your body feel great. So say the kids had a rough day at school and everybody's really amped up and feeling a lot of, angst. You can put some stress away in your diffuser, and within 20 minutes, you're gonna start seeing a noticeable change in your children's behavior. Huge difference, you guys. So not only will it make your home smell great, but it will also give you the health benefits at the same time.
Especially when you're feeling a little stuffy in the head area and doing like eucalyptus or something in the diffuser right by your bed at night.
Yes.
It opens up the airways and it just smells wonderful.
Much more restful night of sleeping. I use cedar wood in my diffuser next to bed at night just to make sure I sleep through the night, because I was doing this thing where I was waking up at 2 and then 4 and then 5 and then 6. It was driving me nuts. So now I just diffuse a nice oil that helps me sleep all through the night right by my bed. So it's a great way to do it.
And it just smells so good.
It smells wonderful. Another way to get it into your body aromatically is just to put a couple drops in your hand, rub them together, and breathe it in. I would start with 1 drop, but sometimes 2 drops happens because, 2 drops happen. Another way to do it is to take the lid off of the bottle and just sniff it right here. So this is the Stress Away bottle I was just talking about. I keep this in my car, and when I'm in terrible traffic, and one day I was in terrible traffic and I looked to my right, and the gal next to me was smelling her oils too.
Really?
And we had a total moment.
Oh, that's so fun.
I don't know what company she is, but either way.
She gets it. Doesn't matter. She gets it.
So those are the 3 ways to get it into your body aromatically, and those are the 3 ways to use essential oils. We have lots of suggestions in our groups. You guys can join our groups. We've got a Facebook group We've got Instagram, we've got these YouTube videos on our YouTube channel. We've got a website, it's rootsbound.com. Should say on the screen here to help you connect with us. We're a fantastic community. We love on each other. We share stories about how oils are working for us and best ways to use them. You do not have to do this alone. This is a big lifestyle change to ditch out all of these toxins that are in our home and start fresh. So I hope that you'll come and join us and be part of our community. And thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.